guys, it's Andy, or ayznio. You can call me either one. I recently, like 4 months ago, I did a GFX tutorial, and it was really poorly edited, and I didn't have my voice in it, so I just decided that I'm going to redo my GFX tutorial. So, first thing that you're going to do is open Baseplate. And once Baseplate is open, it'll show you your toolbox, explorer, and properties. Now, you're going to go ahead and go to plugins, and you're going to get the load character plugin. You can go over here, plugins, and it should be like the first one, and then you can just click on it, and it'll say install right here. And then I already have it installed, and then it's just, this is the easiest one to use. But you can also get this one, which is the same thing, but it gives you more options, but it's kind of harder to use. So then once you have that done, you can go ahead and click back to models, go to here, and click on, type in your username that you want. I'm just going to use myself, and make sure it says, make sure spawn at origin has the X over it. Then to get close to your character, press F, and it shows you your character. So then you can go over to where this arrow is, click it, go to head, go back to home, and you can move the head, and you can move it out of the way. So then you're going to go to face, right click, and delete it. Then you're going to go to images, and you can find the image that you want. I'm just going to use super happy face because it's everybody's dream face. Then go back to head and move it back. So then you're going to right click, export selection, and then save it to desktop, and you type in whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to call it my username, and I already saved this because it's my second time recording because I messed up and I accidentally showed my face on the recording. So then once it's saved, you can go ahead and look for a room model. Now I use either Fairy Joel, Sablo, or Woven Claws. So I'm going to use Woven Claws models. And I'm gonna use I use this. And then once the model has loaded in, you're going to go ahead and click on where it says the model, export selection again, and then I always name it model. And the models take longer to load because there's more stuff added with them. So then once that's exported, you're going to go ahead and open Blender. And this is a 2.79 tutorial. I personally don't know how to do like other Blender types. So then you're going to hit X on your keyboard and delete the square. Then you're going to go up here to where it says Blender Pender and change it to Cycle Render. Then you're going to go to File and click Open. Sorry if y'all can hear my fan on my laptop. It's so loud. Like, I hate it so much. But then you're going to go to where you have your rig saved. Double click it and it should open. So then once your rig is open, you can hit Shift and F on your keyboard to move. And you can get close to the body parts and the head. But you're going to right click on the head, hit X and delete. And you're going to do the same for the eyes as well. So then once you've done that, you can go ahead and click on this circle and it should like highlight in red, and then the other one goes in blue. You're going to go down here to object mode, and then hit X and delete. That gives you a clear view of your rig. So then I'm going to click on any body part. I'm always choose the arm. Then I'm going to go over here to where it has these 3 lines, and then it shows like a plus. And you can drag the plus down. And it's going to show you like a 2 view of your screen. So then you're going to go to this cube and go up until you see Node Editor. Then click Node Editor, and then find where it says Image Texture right here. So then you can click the file, go to your desktop where you saved your texture. Then it gives you like a lot, but you're going to click on the highest numbered one, and it gives you your texture. So then you're going to click those 3 dots, or 3 lines, 3 lines, and drag it up, and you'll see like an arrow on the screen, and then you're just going to let go, and it gives you a clear view of your rig again. So then I usually make my rig skinny, so you can click on this square and it'll highlight to be yellow. Then you're going to go down here to where it has this little cube and a line, and then it's going to make you be able to scale things. And then you can take the red line and drag it so you can make your rig as skinny as you want. Or you can make it a fat rig, I don't care what you do. But then you're going to go over here to File and Import, and then Wavefront OBJ. Then you're going to go to Desktop again and find where it says your username or whatever you named it, and then click the OBJ. Don't click the MTL because the MTL is just an image. But you can do the OBJ. It'll show you a white square, and it could load how long it takes. Then you can drag it. You can go back to where the arrow is, or not. Sometimes it just depends, but then you're going to go through and select all of the object body parts. Not the ones with the lines on them, but the ones that aren't movable. And then I usually delete bags and necklaces as well, because they're hard to like situate properly. So then you're going to click on all of the accessories and everything that's on the face. Then go to Tools on the top left corner and go down to where it says Join. Now it's all one thing, and you can then click Set Origin to Geometry and then Origin to Geometry. Now it gives you a much easier way to move. And then you can go over here where it says Rotation, click Z, and then type in 180. And it gives you a full radial rotation. Then you can just move it up, and now you have a rig. So then you're going to import your room model. So you're going to go back to File, Import, Wavefront OBJ, and then click the model.obj. Now that your room model is in Blender, you can go ahead and click the rotation button that looks like a curve, then drag the blue line and it will rotate your model. Then click the arrow again and you can move it down. Then you can work on posing your character. I'm going to speed up my posing process, but say that you wanted to move an arm or bend it at the elbow. You're going to click this blue circle that's highlighted, click the rotate again, and just bend it how you want. And then you will be able to rotate your character more freely instead of just using like the avatar, the OBJ. So now I'm going to speed up this process because I don't know how long it's going to take me or what. But you can slow this down so you can watch what I do and try to make it look like my GFX. So once you have your character all posed, you're going to go to this square, and it's like right around where the waist is, and you're going to select it and it'll highlight to be yellow. Then you're going to click the head, and then you're going to switch to the arrow, and you can move it to wherever you want. I'm going to be sitting on this box. So I'm just gonna make me sitting on it. And then you can also rotate yourself so you're at an angle. So after you've done that, you can hit Shift and A on your keyboard, then go to where it says camera. And you're gonna add the camera, and then you're gonna go to view and click camera. Then you can hit Shift F on your keyboard again to move. Now I'm going to keep my camera dimensions the same, but you can go over here on the right hand side and see where it has this camera right here. And you can go to resolution, and then you can type in here 750, 750, the X 750 and the Y 750. That'll give you a perfect square, but I'm going to make mine a little bit different so it fits my theme on Instagram. But after this, you can go ahead and select any rig part. Go over here to the square again and go to Node Editor. Once you're at Node Editor, you can go to where it has the globe, and then go over here to where it says kind of F plus X, and then hit the plus. It'll give you background and world output. Then you can hit Shift A on your keyboard, go down to texture, and then click environment texture. Then you're going to drag this color to color. Then you can open and search your HDRI. I will put a link in the description on where to get HDRIs, 2.79, and everything. So then, after this, you're basically ready to render. And you can go over here to where it has these little pictures, and then go all the way down and tick denoising. Denoising will make it not grainy and make it really clear. So then after this, you can go to the camera again and hit render. I'm going to speed up the rendering process so that way it's not 20 hours long. It doesn't take 20 hours, but like that way the video is not like 45 minutes long. But once it starts rendering, you can scroll out with your mouse or use 2 fingers on a touchpad, and then it will just start rendering.